Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Patil, IBM Distinguished Engineer and CTO for India Storage Lab. Today, I have the opportunity to have a dialogue with Vincent Su. Vincent Su is an IBM Fellow, Vice President and the Chief Technology Officer for IBM Storage Division. Welcome Vincent to the Storage Guru channel.
Thank you.
So Vincent, what we are going to do today is have some insights from you on some of the questions that I have come up with based on my interactions with customers and partners. So let's get started, Vincent. So what are the current trends that you see in the industry, Vincent?
I think there's old challenges that never go away. It's only getting worse over time, which is how do you tame the exponential data growth? I think right now, because of the explosion of the unstructured data, the problem become more and more severe. I have customers that say that their data expecting to grow 10x in the next 5 years, but they really cannot afford 10x of the cost in terms of storage and network and memory to handle those data. So those problems never go away, it's just getting worse.
Sure.
The second trend I see is how do you harvest the insight from those data? Today the people gathering data in the past, a few petabyte is a lot of data. Now a few exabyte is common in the industry. And the problem is with all this amount of data, how do you find the right data? Either
Sure.
Is it AI or analytical, or even just business compliance? How do you find those information? That become a very, very challenging problem.
Got it. And Vincent, since you mentioned about the insights from data, a natural question that comes into picture, especially in today where you have the AI era, is what is storage for AI? And also in the same terminology, what is AI for storage? So how do you look at that?
Okay, so we talk about storage for AI. The common wisdom is talk about storage for AI. You want the high performance and low cost storage for AI. The storages provide the data necessary for AI process. But remember, I talked about the data become so big. There are so much data that today the current process to bring all the data from storage media to storage server to network to memory and to GPU to process that is a lot of work and uses so much resources. So going forward, we are seeing this more aligned to the computational kind of storage idea that be able to push down some of the intelligence to storage, be able to pre-process those data. For example, we see even in the SQL world, a lot of data can easily get the same precision with just 10% of data instead of moving all the 100% of data. So you can see that going forward, the storage for AI, not just performance and cost, and by the way, the other thing is also equally important, security, compliance, and everything. Also this idea about data processing embedded inside storage. Now, let's look at the other way around. How is the AI for storage, right? With all this AI new technology, one of the big problems which I didn't mention in the first question is the consumption of storage. Consumption of storage is very difficult. In terms of storage planning, it's such a big headache. Those headache is not a new trend. The trend never go away. The problem never go away. But now with the new AI technologies, we can see that we can apply those AI technology in storage to allow us to be able to better place data placements, security management, ACO management, and how do we interact with the storage. That's where the AI ops on storage become a very important feature for storage.
Excellent. Yeah, and that's where if I have to relate with the IBM offering, we have IBM Storage Insights, which is playing the AI ops role for storage. But coming back to the storage for AI, do you think vendors or IBM, we are going to come up with new offerings, or you're going to see some new offerings from storage in the space?
We are actively working on that to embedding the intelligent data processing for AI, either the chunking, parsing, vectorizations, tokenization, to allow people to consume the AI artifacts a lot faster, and we're able to reduce the cost to operate AI much lower.
Nice. I look forward for that, Vincent. changing some directions, if I look at backup of data, it has always been important for enterprises, right? But as much as backup is important, even having a good strategy of recovering data is important. So what are your viewpoints, and how is IBM addressing this?
So if you talk to customer about backup, data backup, everybody does backup. But you'll be surprised that in the event of cyber incidents, most of my customers are, unfortunately, they're scrambling to try to find the right copy to restore. And a lot of cases we found out is they don't know which copy is the so-called the golden copy, is free of virus, free of corruptions. So how do we address that problem? Number one is IBM is applying the technologies to detect, to verify the data, make sure that we understand which copy of the data is free of virus and corruption that we can quickly restore. We cut down that initial investigation time down to seconds or a minute, right? The second one is today there are a lot of complexity in terms of the data protection, not just backup. Every primary storage, even databases provide the snapshot capability, and you have a team to do the backup. So in a way that there are data images, the point-in-time images in a lot of places, right? And often you see the customer trying to figure out that is the golden copy is in the backup storage or in the snapshot storage. So what IBM does is integrating this primary storage and secondary storage together. So we present a single policy to customer, single interface, allow them to be able clear to see which copy of data is good and where it is, to significantly shorten the restore time. And those are the value. And that is, I think IBM Defender technologies, Defender products is addressing their challenges.
Got it. So on these same lines, Vincent, we all know data is the new oil, right? Or they say data is the new crown jewel in any organization. Wanted to know your perspective and thoughts on storage and data security. And also if you could touch on what is IBM doing around getting things quantum safe in storage.
Yeah, so there are a lot of technology we storage team apply to enforce the security, from encryptions capability, the ACL, policy-based, role-based management stuff. Okay, so IBM has such a strong suite to integrate with the middleware, this management software as well. And IBM also is champion the quantum safe algorithm apply that across our portfolios. But I think that I want to talk about a twist of this problem. Today, people spend so much time to focus on the data source protection, the access control. But today, the general practice, once the data goes through the data pipeline, let's talk about the rack, for example. The data get chunks, get vectorized. Most of the customer, most of the practice today don't carry the ACL forward. That is, the data maybe has protection based on the users, based on the policy. By the time that data can be searched, because they become the vector forms, become free for all, anybody can access it. So what IBM does is mapping this control to make sure that we have end-to-end security postures, make sure the data from source to the derivative of data, they all have the same consistent policies across the data life cycles.
Sure. Thanks, Vincent. That was good insights. And my final question to you is, why should enterprise across the world consider IBM storage?
The quick answer is because you work for IBM storage. All joking aside, that I see a lot of customers that when they make storage decisions, often are siloed. Today, I need some block storage for database, OLTP. I pick one storage. Tomorrow, I need some storage for AI, for GPU. The other day, where I need storage for backup. So unfortunately, that people pick the point product, they maybe go to a different, some company that offer point product. So the advantage for IBM is IBM has a full spectrum of product, from primary storage all the way to archive storage, from hardware to software, from media to control plane software. So we know that every stage of the storage, how do they bring together, and we understand the pain point of each stage. So we can provide a total solution. So you don't have an inconsistent between the different solutions. And the storage, the biggest problem is creating silos. Right? So in IBM storage, you don't have that problems. I also want to bring up an unfair advantage, if you will. IBM storage is part of IBM. IBM has such a strong investments in AI, quantum computing, and data management software group. So we have been collaborating with our colleagues, our friends in the AIs and quantum's organization to bring those technology storage. So you can see that the optimization for the AI, for quantum, we have a superior and much better integration. And IBM also have a cloud implementations. So we actually bring the cloud experience to the storage as well. So basically, nailed down two things. One is the full breadth of the portfolio, so to avoid a silo. The second one is the vertical integration and vertical experience. We apply the technology across the entire verticals in the storage product. That is the reason, other than you work for IBM Storage.
Thank you, Vincent. Those are compelling reasons for sure. So thank you so much, Vincent, for your valuable time and excellent insights.
Thank you very much.